Hello and welcome to the April 2021 Capstone Fund 5 video newsletter. Now remember, this is for the collections period of March, the accrual period of February 2021. Accrual period of 2021 is important because you may have noticed on your Fund 5 reports last week that the return was calculated at 13.8%. Sounds great, but the dollars that were deposited into your account probably weren't that much different from the previous month. This is a good note and a good time to touch on the new Fund 5 software we put into place for 2021. It calculates on a 365-day year versus a 360-day year. So an accrual period on a short month, like February, the return rate is going to be calculated slightly higher. And on a 31-day month, like January, your return rate will be slightly depressed artificially. So on to the fund activity for March. We funded 7 or 8 loans for about $1 million. This is really good news as our activity picks up from the December through February time frame where we were being a little conservative, waiting for the holidays to pass and the administration change to be complete. So with the pickup and deployment of our funds, it's a really good time for everybody that's looking to put more money into Fund 5 or evaluating their investment dollars to give us a call at the office. We're at about $7.5 million total invested in Fund 5. And remember, it's capped at $10 million. It's our goal to reach that $10 million by the end of this year and then start a new Fund 6. But Fund 5 is probably going to be the highest yielding fund in the Capstone family, as it will have a higher preferred return to all of our investors. So if you do have more money available and you do want to get it working with us, try to make sure it gets into Fund 5 here before the next $2.5 million are subscribed. So now for the little national news items. Last week, the average 30-year rate went back down to 3.04 from 3.16. A small minor drop, but it caused refinance applications and mortgage applications to jump 10%. Now within that 10%, 6% was new mortgage purchase applications. Purchase applications is really where we're looking to find home buyer demand. We cannot look at actual home purchases to measure buyer demand because of the limited inventory and the slight tweaks in the real estate market right now due to coronavirus. Purchase transactions are actually not a good indicator of buyer demand, but mortgage purchase applications do measure actual buyer demand a little more precisely because it measures how many people are trying to come into the marketplace and get buying power for those limited amount of homes that are on the market. A little detail, maybe more than you want to hear about, but that's just a little news and how we're looking at these mortgage applications focused on refinances versus purchases. So now we've talked about mortgage applications, refi applications versus purchase applications. Let's talk a little bit about home prices and where they're heading. As we all know now, home prices are just spiking through the roof. Well, last week, a Freddie Mac article came out where they're expecting home prices to still continue to appreciate in 2021 by about 6.6%. And then in 2022, again, still appreciating, but at the rate of about 4.5%, 4.4, I think. But realistically, Freddie Mac has darn good information and they have a lot of money that they throw at market research. So for those of you that are really looking at home prices, yeah, they're going to continue at a pretty darn good appreciation rate this year and then settle out at around 4.5% next year for 2022. So good news for Fund 5 as we're going to be able to follow the market a little more reliably over the next year and a half. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video and being part of the Fund 5 family. Remember, we only have $2.5 million left to subscribe in Capstone Fund 5. Capstone Fund 5 has an 8% preferred return to the investors. Because of pressure in the market on rates, Capstone Fund 6 is going to have a 7% preferred return to investors. So if you're thinking about putting more money into Capstone funds, make sure you get into Fund 5 before this $2.5 million is used up. And also, if you have friends, family members that might be interested in this type of investment, make sure you tell them so they can get into Fund 5, experience our proven results. They're going to love working with us just as you do. They're going to get these pretty little videos from us. Have them give us a call. You give us a call. Have a great day.